Craig, how's the week been given it was a really gritty defensive performance last week? How's the week been leading into this week?
Yeah, we've had a bit of a longer turnaround. We've had extra days, so like I say, it's been normal. We're certainly not getting carried away with last week, but we know there's some things that we need to improve in, and we've worked on that this week, and we just need the same attitude we had last week. It was a really gritty performance, gutsy, and but obviously with our ball control and a few other things, we need to be a bit better, and hopefully we will be tomorrow night.
Does it change your expectations at all going forward when you're able to keep the Premiers scoreless in the opening round?
No, not really. At the end of the day, it is early. How many rounds there is? 24 or 25 or something. So it's a long, hard season. So you start getting carried away with or getting too far down the dumps, that's not going to help you next week. So, like I say, it was a very pleasing performance and pleasing result. But that's not going to help us this week if we don't turn up and basically prepare well and hopefully perform well again.
Will it be the 17 as named, because that's an unchanged lineup, I think, which you didn't get much of last year at all?
The last couple of years, I don't think I remember, but I think we've got a couple of little sort of issues, but I don't think it'll change. So hopefully that'll be the case, but we'll need to check a couple of guys this afternoon after this session.
Is Folago reporting minutes on the reserve? Is he one that's close to potentially getting in, or is that not one?
Yeah, well, he missed the couple of weeks there. He hurt his shoulder at training, so he would have been real close, being in the 17 at the start of the year. But he just needs to go back and play a couple of games now, and hopefully he'll keep improving like he has done, and find his way into the 17 at some stage.
Saw Cam Munster over there doing a fair bit of stuff. I mean, how close is he, and what is it actually that's, we know it's his groin, but is it, can he not run, or is it explosive? What's actually keeping you from picking him?
Well, he hasn't done any training. He's been, one day it's looked like he's going to play, the next day, it's flared up again. So at the end of the day, he just hasn't done the amount of work, and like I say, it has been bothering, but it's been sort of strange and how it sort of comes and goes, So, but hopefully he can have a bit of consistency in his training next. Last couple of days has been good, so hopefully he can continue on that, and then hopefully he might be right for next week.
Next week, so that there is a possibility. Then it's just as you say.
Yeah, like I say, it's been hard for our medical people too to treat, I suppose, and how it sort of reacted, So, but anyway, that'd be the best case scenario. So we'll just see what happens from there.
Nelson as well. How far away is he?
Yeah, I'm not too sure with Nelson. He's had a couple of relapses of his as well. So, he needs to do a fair bit more training before he'll come back into the NRL side. So, we'll just see how he progresses in the next couple of weeks.
Craig, obviously a festival of football has been built tomorrow with all 4 teams playing. What does it mean to have that here at the Storm?
Yeah, well, obviously it's first time it's happened, I think. So, we're obviously taking putting a lot more emphasis, I suppose, on our kids and on our junior teams, our junior rep teams. So, like it all flows, right down from there. So, it means a fair bit to the club to have the 4 teams, playing tomorrow all on the one day, and hopefully, all the teams will, enjoy that with all of us being together on the one day, but also, perform well as well.
You've obviously been here for such a long time. Do you feel that role as, I guess, an ambassador for footy in Melbourne as well?
Oh, I don't know. I think, I've always thought, whatever your role is, you try and do it the best you can, and if there's some offshoots off that, hopefully it is. But I'd like to think that, with the Melbourne kids that have come through, it's obviously they probably haven't had the preparation through their junior years as the kids in Queensland and New South Wales and New Zealand, where it's good coaching at lower levels, and I think we're starting to get that in Melbourne now, and hopefully it'll show through in the next couple of years.
Do you kids here today also watching training for the Good Friday appeal.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be able to, I guess, do something for them this week?
Yeah, no, it's great to see them here, and they always seem to get a bit of a rush, from coming here, and the players, really are great with the kids too, So it's a feel good day.
What are you expecting from the Warriors, Craig? What did you make of their first round?
Oh, obviously they had blistering, first 20 or 30 minutes, and then it just sort of settled down. Obviously Cronulla defended really well. It was a little bit like our game, to be quite honest. But I've always, I thought, even at the start of the season, the Warriors are going to be one of the teams that are going to be up there. And like I say, they would have been real happy with the way they started last week. And like I say, it's. I'm not quite sure, why they ended up like it did, but Cronulla did defend well. They really did, and they'll be coming here, obviously, pretty desperate and pretty determined, I'd imagine.
Can I just ask one on Jonah? I mean, obviously he knows he's going to have that role for a few weeks now. Have you seen anything in him grow in training? Is he taking more leadership in training, being more vocal, anything like that?
He's a confident kid, so he's always taking that role on, and does plenty of talking, plenty of organising. We just with his contact. He's not a real big guy, but he's just that's the area that he has improved. With his defence, and he just needs to make sure he does a good job of that. And, he kicks well, and the rest of it really falls into place for him.
Sean Moore as well. He's been named 18 for the past 2 weeks. How close is he to making his first?
Yeah, it's a sort of hard, what's the name with Sean. He's obviously in our top 22, and we know how talented he is. He'd probably come here and he's a little bit underdone, so he just needs to get his fitness levels up a bit, and the best way to do that at this time of the season is playing games. So while we'd like to fit him in there at some stage, we don't want him missing games, because of we want him to get a bit of match fitness and get fitter. And the sooner we can get some games, he can get some games under his belt. He'll come into first grade, and I think he's going to be a really good player for us. And like I say, we just need to get a bit of footy in him at the moment. So it's we'd like to have him in our 17, but like I say, we just want to get him play more minutes down in the New South Wales Cup, and then hopefully he'll come into first grade reasonably soon.